Hello, I'm so glad you joined me again today. Say, I want to talk to you about a subject that may sound a little bit unusual, but it's very true. If I had to give this video title, it would be called The Blessing of Bankruptcy. You see, my wife Sylvia and I, we've been married for 43 years, and last year was really a very unnerving and yet very interesting, discouraging, and yet exhilarating year because we had the privilege, and yes, I say privilege, of filing bankruptcy and our house being foreclosed on. It actually went to auction on July 16th of '09. And you know what? The whole situation brought me back to a place where I had to embrace a principle that I have taught literally thousands of other people over the last 23 years in my counseling practice. And that's the principle of how to win by losing. I'm old school. Work hard, pay your bills, keep your nose clean. And for 43 years, I had a spotless credit report, not even so much as a bleep on the radar. But what we did, like many thousands of Americans, we took out an ARM on our home so we could pay interest only. And then we created a HELOC where I had a $135,000 line of credit. Because we'd lost so much in the stock crash, we actually ended up using that line of credit to live on. Well, it wasn't but about 3 years before our situation got pretty dire. With no money, no income, no prospects of creating income, we had no choice but to file bankruptcy and foreclosure. Now, I want to tell you something. One of the principles I was reminded of was how to win by losing. So I had to go back to the book that I wrote, Rejection Junkies, and remind myself of how important it is to be willing to lose so you can win. But as a Christian person, and you're probably just like I am, we are barraged with so many verses of Scripture that tell us we should be victorious, that we should be overcomers, we should fight the good fight, we should keep the faith, and we almost feel like we're not right with God or something's wrong in our life if we go through troublesome times. And so I literally came to the place where I let go of the rope. And sometimes to win the tug of wars in life, you have to be willing to let go of the rope. And so when I look back now, going through bankruptcy and foreclosure was really a blessing because it positioned me to have an empathetic understanding of what thousands of Americans are going through. And here's the good news. Because I was able to let go of that rope, I was able to begin to create again and stop looking at life through the rear view mirror and start looking at life through the windshield. And as of the 1st of June, I've already generated over $60,000 in profit from my real estate endeavors. Just last week, bought 2 more properties. I'm getting ready to buy another 3rd property, and I'm just going to keep moving forward. But here's the thing. I had to take responsibility for my own financial condition. I had to stop blaming Washington. I had to stop blaming Wall Street. I had to stop blaming the recession because I created my situation because of the decisions I have made. Now, I'm going to encourage you, go to my website, wealthempowers.com, and order my book, Rejection Junkies, or give me a call. But here's what I'm going to do. Next week, I'm going to come back with a follow-up video and go into details how I've created this unbelievable income and just doing some advanced planning already for 2010. I'm on track to generate over $150,000 in profit. And friends, that's just the start. I'm so glad you joined me today. Remember, if you want to win, you have to be willing to lose.